Hello everybody, it's Tarun. Welcome to your seventh tutorial in Basic Python course. In this tutorial, I will teach you guys about methods. Okay, methods which I am going to teach you include both list methods and string methods. Okay, so what is actually a method? Okay, methods are some operations that are operated over the list and strings. Okay, and in the last tutorial I talked to you about lists, so I am starting with list methods first. So Python provides methods that operate on lists. For example, append adds a new element to the end of a list. Okay, there are many methods in Python. Okay, I will not be able to tell you about all of them. Okay, but I will tell you about some of them and how to use them, and I will tell you how to know about the other methods and how to get them. Okay, so I was talking about an example called append. Okay, this is a method. Keep in mind that the method is written in this way always, that the method name and a parenthesis. So we are talking about list methods now, so let's go ahead and create a string. Okay, not string, sorry, list. Okay, so this is a list, and when we want to use any method on a list, what we need to do, type the list name dot method name, sorry, and in square braces the input which you want to operate over the list. Okay, so what does append do? Okay, it adds a new element to the end of the list. So when I do t dot append d, so what it should do, it should edit the list t to 4 elements a, b, c and d. So go ahead and press enter, and so now you can see that this is our list which has changed. Okay, and the next method which I am going to teach you is extend. Okay, extend. Okay, so how to use this and what does it do, let me show you. Let's go ahead and create a two lists. Okay, one already we have t, and let's go make another list t1, say e and f. Okay, so when I type t dot extend and in parenthesis t1, so what it will do, it will take the list t and extend it till t1. So what does it exactly mean? It is just like append method, but in append you have to add one element each at a time, but here what it will do, it will append the list t1 to the list t. Okay, so now you can see that the list t has changed and now includes t1 list also. Okay, but this example which I showed you about extend, okay, it leaves the list t1 unmodified. Okay, so another method which I want to tell you is sort. What does it do? It takes the whole list and sorts it in ascending order or descending order given on your choice. Okay, so in these lists I can do that because these are already sorted. So let's go ahead and make a new list. This time let's make it with numbers. Okay, so this is our list. So to go ahead and use sort, I have told you how to use any method. So in the parenthesis, in the here it will be nothing. Okay, so type enter, or not type enter, and press enter. So the X list has been sorted. Check out that it has been sorted or not. Press X and enter. Okay, now you can see that earlier it was randomly arranged, but now this has been rearranged into ascending order. Okay. Okay, one more thing which is important I want to tell you is that most list methods are void. Okay, they modify the list and return none value. So if you accidentally type x is equal to x dot sort, okay, and when you check x, it will return none, because when you do this x dot sort, it modifies the list and return none value, and none value is stored in x. So when you type x to check out the value of x, it is none. Okay, then it is not showing anything. So the next method which I want to talk to you about, guys, is a method called pop. Okay, it is used to delete elements from any list. So earlier I have told you about del function, which is inbuilt in Python. Okay, here is another method to delete some element from a list. So let's take the list T. Okay, and to delete any element from it, you can go ahead and type T dot pop. Okay, and inside the parenthesis you need to type the index position from which you want to delete the element, say 2. So the second position element here in this is C. Okay, so it will delete the C element. Okay, so go ahead and check T. So now you can see that it removed the element C from the list T and modified it to this. Okay, and there is another function for deletion, which is remove. So what it needs different than pop, that in the pop you type the index, but in remove you need to type in the value which you want to remove. Say I want to remove D, so T dot remove D. Okay, so now you can see that the D element has been removed from the list. Okay, these were the two methods for deletion which I have told you. Pop modifies the list and returns the element that was removed. Okay, if you don't provide an index, it deletes and returns the last element. Okay, so if you know the element you want to remove but not the index, you can use remove, which I have told you. The return value from remove is none. Okay, so now let's move forward and talk about string methods. Okay, we know strings are an example of Python objects. Okay, an object contains both data as well as methods. Okay, so we know Python has a function called type, which I've told you in earlier tutorials. So what does it do? It tells you the data type of the variable. So there is also a function called dir in Python that lists the methods that are available for an object. Okay, so if I make a string, say stuff, hello world. Okay, so what is the type? We all know that type is string. Okay, and when I use dir function over here, so now you can see that these are the methods which are available for the stuff variable. Okay, I told you guys about the method that which I will tell you. Some of them I will let you know, but I have told you how to get methods for any object or a variable, so you can go ahead and play around them. So let's use the capitalize. Okay, how to use the method? We all know that variable name or string name or list name dot method name. Okay, and then press enter. So you can see that in this string I typed H and W both capital, but now it has changed the first letter to capital and the other letters to small. Okay, so this is not clear. Let me go ahead and show it to you in another way. Now I am going to type H small and W capital. So go ahead and press enter. Now I use capitalize. So now you can see that it capitalizes the first letter of the string and small converts all the characters to small. Okay. So there is a method called upper and lower. So what does it do? It converts the string from uppercase to lowercase and lowercase to uppercase. So if I use stuff dot upper, okay, so you can see that it has converted all the letters to uppercase. So what if I use lower? I know you all can guess what will it do. It will convert all them to lowercase letters. Okay, so there is a method also called find. If you want to find any element any element or character in any string, this is similar to in function or operator which I have told you. So stuff dot find. So let's check O is there or not in stuff. So you can see that stuff is there, which is presented as fourth index. Okay, so if I have a string, okay, so let's take this again. Okay, and it has white spaces. Okay, so I have another method called strip. So what will it do? Let's go ahead and check it. So you can see that it has removed all the white spaces on the sides of the string. Okay, it will not remove white spaces which are between the words in the string. Okay, there are two functions also which I want to tell you, which are start with and split. Okay, what does start with do? Let's check. Sorry, this is not true because the string is a single word string. Okay, so let me make it two word string. So this is our string now. Sorry, it is not start with, it starts with. Okay, this is showing false because we are having white spaces in this. So what if there are no white spaces? So now you can see that it is showing true because now it is starting with hello only. Okay guys, before moving forward, I was going through some more methods, and I thought that I'll teach you some more methods to get a good understanding of methods. Okay, so let's talk about split first because we are talking about strings right now. So let's make a string. Okay, again, say S is a string, contains hello everybody. How's it going? Okay. So this is a list. So if I want to use split, let's take a new variable and to store the splitted string into this. T is equal to S dot split. Sorry. Okay. So let's check what is T. So what has it done? It is similar to the list function. Okay, but what the list function does, it creates a list from a string with each character as its element. But what split did, it created list from a string, but taking each word as its element. Okay. So this is how you can use a split. Okay, I was telling about you to teach you more methods. So let's go back to list methods. Okay, I have one, two, and three more methods to tell you. So one is index, second is insert, and third is reverse. Okay, the index method, you can suggest it by name. What will it do? So this is your T list. Let's check the index on it only. T dot index, and it's okay. So as you can see that it print outs the index of the element which you have entered in the parenthesis. So in the list T, hello is 0, everybody is 1, house is 2, and its is 3. So you can see that the index of its 3 has been printed. So another method which is insert. So T dot insert, and how does it work? Okay, it works like this. It takes two input parameters in the parenthesis. First one is the index position, let's say 2, okay, or let's say 5 in this case, so it will not make the sentence worse. So 5 comma, and I want to add on. So what is the new list T? So you can see that hello everybody, how is it going on? But now you will be thinking that we can add an element at the end with append only. So let me show you to add it in between. Say what I want to add. So T dot insert what, and at index position 2. So now you can see that it has added what at the index position 2. So earlier I told you about how to sort a string. So if you want to sort a string in descending order, so what you can do, first sort it in ascending order. Okay, let's say T dot sort, it's been sorted. So what you want it in descending order, so you can just go ahead and use another method called reverse. Okay, so now you can see that this was sorted in ascending order, but when you reversed it, it did this, it just reversed it, so it is the sorted in descending order. Okay, so the last thing which I want to tell you about in this tutorial is a operator called format operator. Okay, it is represented by this percentage sign. don't get confused with the modulus operator. Okay, it was operated like we do in mathematics, but this will be operated on strings and variables. Okay, the format operator right, allows us to construct strings, replacing parts of the strings with the data stored in variables. So, okay, in simple language, whenever you are using any string and you want to add any data stored variable, okay, you can add it in. Okay, the first operand is the format string, which contains one or more format sequences. Okay, so for example, the format sequence is there, which is a %d. So let me show you with an example. So let's take a variable with integer value, say camels equal to 42. Okay, and we have a string. So I have, which is wishes, which says I have spotted %d camels, and after the string %, and then the variable name. Okay, now you can see that it shows, sorry, spell error. Okay, I have spotted 42 camels. Okay, okay, this was one format sequence which was %d. It is used to represent integer values. So what if you want to represent strings? Okay, say you want to replace this here with any string or any float value. So let me show you with another example. In %d, here's I have spotted %g space %s. Okay, and this is our list string error ended here. So use %sign and embraces all the three values for the format sequences. First one is d, so integer value, and then the next one is for g, which is for float, and then the last one is s, which is for strings. So keep in mind that every time you write a string, you write it in single quotes or double quotes. So now you can see that in 3 years I have spotted 0.1 camels. So this was all from my side on this tutorial. Okay, in the next tutorial we learn about tuples and iterables, which consist of if-else conditionals. And thank you guys for watching. I will see you in the next tutorial.